Hello everyone, thanks for stopping back by my channel. I hope everyone's having a great week, getting their life together, getting their sun, getting grounded with the earth. Okay. Spirit says that if it is 55 and up wherever you are, that is because he wants to spend time with you. We don't spend a lot of time outside when it's cold, but if it feels good after, you've been in cold weather, he said he's excited to see you. So make sure you you take that time to sit with him. All right. So some of y'all may very well like nature, like to be in nature. These couple of days that are going to be warm, if it is around you, that's a gift to be able to, make presence known. So take that time to get grounded. Take that time to get grounded. And speaking of grounded, let's talk about our higher self. All right. Let's talk about doing some shadow work for our higher self. So that's what this learn and discern message is going to focus on. Your higher self. Like, what is your higher self trying to tell you right now? So breathe in and breathe out. All right. Not trying to ridicule, not trying to criticize, just giving forethought, right? So let's go. What is your higher self feeling? Adversity. Okay. Discipline. Perseverance. Give me one more. You had loneliness. On the bottom, freedom in reverse. What's holding you back? What's making you feel conflicted? What's not allowing you to create a pattern or a form or a regimen that can help you stay consistent? Some of you have so many different facets to your dynamic. Sometimes it may feel impossible for you to find someone that shares and can relate. That doesn't mean that they're not out there. I can already tell you why it is that you're feeling shackled, and it's because you gotta let a lot of times we feel more in relationships because there's been a lack of discipline, or there's been more pride and ego than it is it being reflecting the love that you give yourself, you give to others. So then that way there is a balance. There's no balance there. Okay, be careful of the relationships that you build, because some of them are just pretty prisons. Some of them are like just contracts. Be careful of that. Be careful of soul contracts. Be careful of that. And a lot of times when the relationship does not seem to be something palatable, something that I don't want to say benefits you, but it gives you a certain strength. It kind of, oh gosh, okay. Oh wow, okay. All right, okay, we're going to calm down. Don't be a prisoner to your own self. prisoner to your own self is why it seems as if like there's more stress and intention behind things. Like, you know how some people will pursue someone just because they just, just want to have some type of significance with them. You may find someone like that may just sleep with someone, or you may find someone that just deals with someone, or someone's in their circle just because it's an intentional thing. It's a, maybe there's something for me type vibe. And this is why the relationships don't seem to work. This is why it seems as if like, you're more by yourself than you are with someone. This could very well, this is giving like mm, it's giving, how someone can be selfish. Well, the side that people don't see is like this selfishness, it can make you feel isolated. It can make you feel by yourself. It can make you feel as if like you're trapped inside of a box, and it's because you're not living to your full potential. You're basing it on what bits and breadcrumbs you can receive from others to be able to build what it is that you're trying to, manifest. But the thing is, the more you step out on having others doubt themselves for you to come up off of them, your growth is superficial. You can appreciate whatever's quick to come up, because guess what? You got it off the backs of someone else. But when it comes to you actually showing that you have pride in what you built, it'll crumble, because you need to focus on patience and accepting criticism. And when it doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you're not enough. You are enough. And don't let anyone tell you that you're not. You create your own balance. And you can't do that off of pride and just, setting up on some groupie shit for relationships, and then worry about, and even not even worry, but play like you're worrying, just so, your purpose isn't exposed. But you're taking from other people's strength and purpose. Oh, I don't like this for you. And I hope this is not any of my dreamers energy, but I feel like someone is getting their just due. I don't know why I feel like that. But as far as this being something of, you need to do some shadow work, this is why. Your just due. Your just due is coming. Okay? All right? You like to cause conflict? Okay. No one needs to beat your ass, but you damn sure need to be disciplined. And maybe, you'll overcome whatever it is that you're setting out to do. Ooh, I feel like people have let this person down. They feel alone because they've always been alone. So they don't know that alone but not lonely can exist too. Somebody's getting, they just do. Somebody's going to get exposed. When I say exposed, I mean spirit is just like, it's giving, it's not going to be an outwardly presented battle. This is something that is soul connected, karmic connected, karmic revenge. That's what it's giving right now. It's giving karmic revenge. I really want to go into your oracle. Somebody's getting their karmic revenge. You're feeling lonely because of all this stuff that you've done. And like, I really feel strongly about that. Like, somebody is getting they just due. And it's giving manipulative. Step out of your comfort zone. Exactly. You don't want to step out of your comfort zone, but you'll stand on the backs of others. Demean their purpose for you to come up. It's okay to step out your comfort zone. It's okay. It's okay. All right, that's all I need. Your dreams need a practical plan, like I said. Adjustments are required, like I said. Balance spirituality and practicality. That's what I said. Bitch, they're all in reverse. The only one that is not in reverse is step out of your comfort zone. You can do that to get what you want, but you don't have all these other basic things, basic elements that can help you be you all along the way. Didn't I tell you you need to balance yourself and what it is that you need to do? Yes, that means instead of you not only stepping out your comfort zone, but you need to make adjustments and see you don't like change. So this is why it's so hard for you to go from planning to action. The first thing you need to do is step out of your comfort zone. First thing you need to do is step out your comfort zone. You know why? Why is it? It doesn't make sense to me of you feeling like you alone, or you made yourself in this lonely state, and all you have to do for freedom is just step out your fucking comfort zone. I sat right here and said you didn't want to grow. Sat right here and said it. Said it. Big bold letters. T-shirt and a sign. This is self-confliction. This is self-confliction. You brought this on yourself. Get out of the mindset. Yes, others are to help and influence, but you got to build what you want to come up on. It's not no one else's responsibility. I really feel like this is someone's karma. Like, yo, the reason why you can't go forward is because of how you've been doing things. It's old. It's old. Yo, on the bottom of the deck, I can't make this up. It says, take time to breathe out in the reverse. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not making none of this up. You are very close to achieving your goal in the reverse. You know why? Because you don't like growing and you don't like change. On my mama. On my mama. So let's see in your tarot. And then we can go to your higher self and close out. I mean, your shadow work. And then we'll close out. I don't know what the hell you got. Look. 9 of Pentacles on top. First thing out. First thing out. And then you had the Ace of Swords right behind it. Like, yo, you really got it where everything you touch, you build and establish. Why is it that, what more clarity do you need? Why is your judgment so clouded? Like, what's clouding it? You can't go back, like literally, like what you built, you had to distance yourself to create it. Yet again, on the bottom, 3 of Cups in reverse, that isolation, you like, and that's crazy. You isolating yourself, but you want to be independent, and you can do that still around the right people. This may not be your story, but it may also be a thing of you separating yourself because someone was taking too much too. Oh, this is heavy. What shadow work? What's going on? Self-sufficiency. Spirit says you need to work on self-sufficiency. Maybe that can clear up some of that inner chaos. No, I'm not taking all of these. Now you want to talk. Look, You had a King of Pentacles and the Strength card come out. Again, you're in your own way. You got the Queen, you got a Nine of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles and the Strength card. Maybe this is just a new level of success for you and you're just trying to wrap your mind around it. Is this when you, like, I also feel like for some of y'all, this is very well you after you have overcome just not dealing with whatever was draining you. And whatever it was, I'm feeling that it was mental and it was financial. Because here it is, we're supposed to be talking about shadow work, but it's coming out. It's coming out that, you know, you're moving forward and you're independent. And not only are you independent, but you're solo. Some of y'all may have pets. So yes, you have strength here. You have the hands and the creativity to be able for you to produce your own fruits of your own labor. You have wealth and leadership and in abundance and success, and you're strong. I think this is more like residue from a mental battle from the past. And it's like you're walking richly, you know, you're moving richly, but your mind still has some type of residue here as to why you don't feel like you deserve the crown. This is why I say we need to work on the shadow work. So then that way you can get this mindset right so you can grow. You do appreciate it. I mean, the gratitude is formed off of your strength. But you're lacking patience and intimacy and criticism. Not even so much failure, but just you understanding that you can make mistakes. But there's a balance about you. And it's the strength, the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. This doubt that you have is this Ace of Swords in reverse. That's what's making you fall to the wayside when it comes to that courageous tip. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're trying to be self-sufficient. You got to learn that, but you have to build on that as well. You don't want to get exhausted trying to build that, and you don't want to lose motivation because you're not patient enough. You can build different things at that time as well. All right? If you need help, you need to say something. Again, that pride, that ego is a problem. All right? I feel like also here with this Nine of Swords in reverse, some of y'all may have, maybe that's also why you have a gray area. And it's because of this Ace of Swords, which will make sense. It's like, do you have some type of feeling that you won't be able to stand on your own? Like, let me see. Yeah, that stunts your growth. At the same time, that goes with your doubt. That goes with your doubt. You doubt that you can do it? Is that like, that can paralyze you too. All right? So you definitely need to practice patience. Look at this. Look at this. You had a 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. You went from being stable to lacking stability that fast. Stick to the plan and strengthen your patience. So far, you had the Moon on the bottom. I'm trying to tell you before this happens to use your strength use your wisdom to be able to make these decisions. I just said something about premonitions not that long ago, about how things in your past may have been built off of that. And now the realization, the awakening of it being old news and you need a new formula is coming to pass. And see, you can't take it because this has been you for so long. But guess what? If you have some type of hope and something to balance you, some type of spirituality, meditating, something along those lines to be able to help you renew your spirituality and put more value into your faith and purpose, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Two of Pentacles on the bottom. Overall energy. I get it. You're wearing multiple hats, and I get. And it's so funny because I just said this. Like, yo, balancing decisions and you being adaptable. Okay, in order for you to be able to experience new heights and new growth, you have to have an adaptability to all these things. Not saying that you got to be like Gumby, but just saying simply, the time is now for you to make more logical decisions. The time is now for you to be emotionally awakened to see that maybe some of the premonitions that you need to deal with in order for you to strengthen you are being accountable for when you maybe had knee-jerk reactions, all right? You were more reactive than proactive. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, justice in the reverse. Yeah, didn't I say lack accountability? Didn't I say lack account? Exactly. But again, Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, with the moon. Like I said, yes, do the work. Do the work. If you do the work and you continue to be self-sufficient, say something when you do need help, continue to be responsible how you are, you'll get there. You will get there. I see it for you. I feel like this is really just, again, this is a battle that's inward. It's not outwardly. So just as you know how strong you are and how resilient you are, you really got to walk on that. You got to walk it just like you talk it. Let's see what you need to work on so you can go. All right. I hope everyone have a great weekend. And one more. And when we meet back on Monday, I just really hope that, you feel better about something. All right. Defensiveness. Hear other people's perspectives and feelings. Shift your focus to them. It's not always about you. This is true when it comes to you asking for help. All right? When it comes to asking for help, don't ask and request for resources and your pride is already having you be like, I don't want to be here, but, all right? That affects your gratitude, which will ultimately fuck up your altitude if you're not careful. Addictions. Didn't I say something about addictions? Think about the emotions you are trying to cover up. Deal with those emotions, process, heal, and release them. Okay? I think earlier this week I was talking about addictions. All right? Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. Didn't I tell you that there was some premonitions when it comes to relationships? This right here proves my point. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. The question is, as far as your shadow work is concerned, have you been doing this to get over or get ahead? Resisting change. Ask yourself why you are not wanting change. Look at the positive side to the changes. This is why you're mentally feeling fucked right now. And it's because you're resisting it. Yeah, we all like physical forms of riches and luxury, but when it comes to it being a change of the mindset, that is the ultimate remote control. That's like the gears in a car with the stick shift. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of maneuvering if you are not ready for that adjustment. Emotionally overreacting. You are overthinking, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotions. What'd I say? Forgive yourself. Accept what has happened and give yourself grace to make mistakes. Hey, and all of these things are okay. Do this, hold out your wrist, put your index finger, your middle finger over it. You're still breathing. We learn from what we go through, so then that way we don't do the same thing again, and we make better choices. When we choose to make better choices, we do forgive ourselves. We stop emotionally overreacting, and we're more welcome to change. And just because you know someone else's darkness, that's the best method of dealing with people. Okay, is it in your purpose to deal with people, or is it in your purpose to heal people or influence people to be healed? How can you do that when you have addictions and you're always defensive? That totally is a contradiction to why it is you're the light people see and you're able to identify their darkness. Let's move from knowing people's darkness to keep them there and be able to enlighten their darkness to know that they are able to accept their own light. And it feels as if like you had to realize your own light and you're in the midst of doing that. Be around people who are trying to do the same thing. And not even so much trying, they are. So then that way you know what it looks like for you to overcome these things and work on your shadow work. Help your higher self. All right. This is what I have for y'all. I hope this helps clear up some fogginess. Like I said, I hope you all have a great weekend and stay safe. And until next time, I will talk to y'all later.